Yo, what is up, guys? It's me, Eve, again here, playing Tokyo Ghoul Break the Chains. And today, new day, new event, new characters. So we have a new event just came in. It's an Easter special event. There's two new characters that came in with it. It's a new Ayato, who is a banner character, and as well as the new Toka, who is acquired by using the fragments, obviously. So today we're going to talk about Ayato. We already summoned him. There's a video coming in about the summons on Ayato as well, so you can stay tuned for that. But today, right now, we're going to be doing the review of this guy. We already did the review on the stream, but I'm going to do it again here after I processed a little bit about this guy, and now I'm feeling a little bit more about where he stands and what he's standing for. So first of all, he's a green character, so that already is something new, because for some time we didn't have any green characters except for Ito in the Aogiri. So they were missing only one like damage dealer who can be that type. So now we have him. So he's an AoE damage dealer. Let's get into the kit here. Active skill. After inflicting detonate on all of the enemies, deal destruction damage equal to 275 on attack to all enemies. Detonate when taking damage, accumulate 45% of the damage taken up to 300 of the attacker's basic attack when the accumulated damage reaches the cap. Trigger detonate, causing damage dealt equal to the accumulated damage. Then remove detonate. Destruction, the crit rate of this damage is tripled. Additionally, deal damage of 100% attack to the targets when landing a crit. So, in terms of his action skill, I actually think it's a very high damage dealing character. Like, I'm very impressed with how much damage this guy can output with everything here stacking up, as well as like this crit rate is tripled, so he basically all the time will be critting here, as well as getting additional damage for those crits. So his crit is gonna be insane. Again, maybe you will not, obviously you will not feel a bigger damage than from Red Ayato. Again, that guy is still the strongest character in the game, so you can't really compare them both to each other. But he, on his own, is a very strong, powerful unit that I feel is very solid. So this is just about his active skill. Very strong, very solid. A lot of damage there can be output. But again, he needs to get the stacks going and all of that to trigger all of these stuff. And then you can actually output the max out damage that he can output there. Let's get into the passive skills. After using an active skill, inflict breathless on all enemies for 2 turns, increase all allied characters' damage to enemies with a detonate by 15%. So again, this is I think this is one of his best things that he gives, is giving the detonate 15% damage increase to all allied characters. This is very good, I think. This is something that probably one of his best things that he applies here, as well as his first star. I'll show it to you later, but this is like very good. 15% damage increase is already making Red Ayato do even more damage, so this is basically could potentially confirm that you are one-shotting the whole team with this. Breathless, reduce restoration rate by 80% and regeneration rate and lifesteal rate by 40%. I feel like skeptical about this one, because Ayato, the Red Ayato, already has the lethal, right? And lethal doesn't let you heal. So I don't know how this actually works out, because if you're using Red Ayato, you don't really need this one too much. Like, it's not gonna change too much whenever you're applying these ones. So maybe if you're using like a whale team where you're only using carnival characters and you're putting this Ayato there as well, then it could be something interesting, maybe. For that, in that sense, then it's okay. The lifesteal though is much better. I think this is something that Red Ayato, I don't think he can really output with his healing, with his lethal. So like 40% reduction of lifesteal is pretty good. First star, when a battle starts, increase all Aogiri 3 characters attack by 15% for 3 turns. When detonate of enemies is triggered, increase all allied Aogiri 3 characters basic stats by 10% for 2 turns, up to 3 stacks. And reduce detonate enemies all stats by 5% for 2 turns. So again, this is another very, very important star that I think everyone should be going for. If you're like planning to use this Ayato then at least go for 1 star, because this is a very important star again. Again, all allied Aogiri 3 characters here, attack bonus for 15%, so this is already like almost a 30% and even more there with the basic stats increase, as well as a debuff on enemies here for 5%. It's also accumulates as you're gonna do more damage because all of their stats are less now. So again, this is huge for him, as well as I love that this applies when the battle starts, as well as like it's 3 turns. Usually whenever they do like 15%, 10%, some stuff like this, it's less turns. It's like 1 or 2 turns, just that, and it's done. But here it's a little bit more. So, and usually RTA battles, for example, PvP battles, don't go so long. So it's like 3 turns is just enough for you to one-shot, like to try to kill the whole enemy team. I don't know how it's gonna look like with if the Anteiku nerf is still gonna be there, or like whatever that bug is or something like that. If it's not gonna change, then this could easily one-shot Anteiku if that bug is not changed, or if that's an actual nerf there. I guess we'll need to know about that. So again, this is also extremely important to have if you're gonna be using this Ayato. Second star, applying weak increases all allied character attack by 8%. Pretty simple, it's okay, pretty good. We'll take that. When the enemy HP drops below 60% for the first time, reduce the target's defense rate related stats by 10% for 2 turns. Again, this is like not like any crazy buff. I think this is like much bigger buff for the first star. On third star, I think if this star actually would be much crazier, then this guy could be a potentially like a new huge character that would be so much so crazy. Like if he would actually not only like reduce the defense rate as well as buff attack here, like at least 10%, I think it would be so crazy. It would be much stronger. But because only defense rate 10%, I mean it's definitely good. I'm not saying this is like not valuable at all, but still it's not something too crazy, I would say. So in that sense, like this one, like if you compare this first star to this third star, it's like sky and ground, like basically like 2 different stuff, and this is much better there. So I think they should have maybe put this, like maybe make the defense related stats bigger, like 20% there. That would be something huge, I think. Or just additionally do like a attack bonus as well for 2 turns, or even 1 turn already would be huge. Okay, 4 stars. Gaining power burst increases all allied characters attack by 8%. So again, a pretty simple one, but a pretty effective. So that's concludes all of his kit. And what do I think about this guy? I think he's definitely not mid. He's definitely better than that. I think he's pretty good character overall. Especially for those, I think mostly this is gonna be a very huge character for the new players. So if you're on a new server, because of all of the skips, it's gonna be very hard for you to acquire Tatara, Ito, Combat Kaneki, the Light Ayato, because he's getting skipped as well. So this is a very good, I think this is a very good opportunity for you to get a very good team in the beginning there. So you can just do something like this. I'm gonna like put a team here that you can use in the beginning here for now, while we're waiting for more characters maybe. So like something like this, I would say, is your best bet to play if you're a new player and you're getting this Ayato. I think these 2 Ayatos together could work really well. Tatara here is going to be a really good addition because his Forbidden is still extremely broken, that he doesn't allow you to increase. He's basically a counter for Sen. That's why you still need Tatara. He's very important, especially if early on you can't one-shot anyone. If you can't one-shot, then then your best bet is to use Tatra still. The next variation is obviously is gonna be for example, if you're gonna go only for CP, you can exchange Sen for Jason later. For example, whenever, because after Centipede, or for this is for new players, after Centipede, there's gonna be Jason straight up. So you're skipping Light Ayato and you're skipping Amon. So Jason is gonna be next. So this is some other type of team you could go without even needing any supports. You can try this build or Tatara here over, like, if you skip Centipede and you got Jason, also a good type of team you can build like that. Or again, supports are very good. Again, I would suggest you use support all the time. And if you have Sen, probably a best bet you can go for something like this, because Jason can output extremely big amount of damage. With this Ayato, both of them combined, you can definitely one-shot someone. And Jason then can activate his passive and then pretty much kill all the team. And just Tatara in the back, just for, because you don't have any backup, you can either use your favorite boy Yomo, who is always good in any team, or just Tatara in the back for the time being, because you don't have any other character to go there. As well as just if someone dies, if for example you're not being able to one shot, and then for example Jason dies, then Tatara comes out, he's still a very strong and solid unit that I don't think it's much of a replacement for him, because he just provides that one thing that Aogiri is missing, is defense, in the healing, as well as debuffing the enemy so much that it's scary. But again, if you want to go for all in on damage, also this setup is gonna look something like this. Depending on whatever, for now you probably have only Centipede, but in future if you are going for Jason could be a replacement here over Centipede. If you have like 3 stars on him, that would be a very nice addition, and then you can just pretty much one-shot any team and anyone, except maybe for Anteku again, if that Anteku is still gonna have that nerf or bug after some time there. So again, if I would be putting him in a tier list, I think he would be at least an SS. We'll need to see how much of like impact this guy actually will be outputting in the actual Aogiri team. I still think he's great, but he's not broken. He's like, you can't compare his brokenness to, like, for example, Jason or Ayato or even Centipede. All of those characters are, I think, much more broken, but they again require a little bit more investments, especially Jason and Centipede, because they will be like not that impactful if you are not investing in them. But he's still extremely broken. But I think like the output of the whole Aogiri damage is already very high. So again, this is not a really like must-have character for an older players. So those who are very far into the game, I don't think they really like need him. Just a standard Aogiri build that everyone was using before this, like this, is already good enough and very strong by itself already. So I don't think you really need to exchange someone here for that Ayato and like go all in on that guy to just build it. I think this is already a very strong build, and Tatara is not really replaceable here. Light Ayato is for sure not replaceable. Combat Kaneki, you can't really replace him, only if you want more CP, then sure, go for it. But I think Tatara here still works best because he still debuffs, he still buffs your other members, heals them, all of that, and he just synergizes too well with that. And as well, like a Red Ayato can still do all of that damage, and he doesn't need any more help, I think, with damage wise. So that's something to consider for you. So what I would give, my advice would be, wait for the banner, wait for like a few weeks, a week or two, whenever this banner is gonna be like ending. We will need to see how the thing, like how the meta will actually develop around this Ayato. We'll see how it's going there, and if this Ayato is actually good enough, then you can replace, go for him like on the last days and just get through all of this stuff. If you're worried about the race that he's got, the like his race here in events, she's usually in the top here. If you're worried about that, you can simply just go and get one of his copies here and then stop there. I think that's the best case scenario that you can do, and just go for with what you're doing. Just wait and see how it's gonna look like. Other than this, thanks a lot for watching this video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, join the Discord to not miss any streams and videos, as well as tomorrow we're gonna do stream when we get the new Toka, Easter Toka, so review is gonna come out tomorrow as well. We're gonna do the live review, and then I'm gonna do a video and show you the review for her as well. Other than this, hopefully you'll have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.